The Prabhupada Connection. Causeless Mercy. 125. Srila Prabhupada. Concentrated Mercy. By Nandanandana Dasa Galoka is full of opulence. Radha Krishna are superlatively beautiful and everybody is joyfully engaged in assisting in their transcendental pastimes and nothing else. The youthful couple, Yugala Kishra, goes by the names Maidana Mohana and Maidana Mohana Mohani, for their beauty has not parallel and everybody is simply attracted to them. What to speak of the Vaikunthas, full of transcendental jewels, opulence, and reverence. And although the inhabitants of the spiritual world are oblivious of the conditioned jivas in the material world, yet their lordships, been merciful, feel for these suffering souls. Pious activities can be executed only when inspired by your mercy. Therefore, without taking shelter at your lotus feet one cannot surpass the influence of material energy. Actually, we, as personified Vedic knowledge, are always engaged in your service to help the conditioned soul to understand you. This prayer of the Vedas personified illustrates that the Vedas are meant for helping the conditioned souls to understand Krishna. All the Shrutis or personified Vedas offered glories to the Lord again and again, singing Jaya, Jaya. This indicates that the Lord is praised for his glories. Of all his glories the most important is his causeless mercy upon the conditioned souls in reclaiming them from the clutches of Maya. KB 87. Prayers by the personified Vedas. I do not know of anybody else so merciful as your humble self, your divine grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Certainly you are the concentrated mercy of the divine couple Sri Sri Radha Krishna and of Sri Sri Gauranitai, the saviors of the most fallen. Without their combined mercy there is no way out of this entanglement called the material world. No doubt you are the personification of that sweet mercy. Your divine grace has said, of all his glories the most important is his causeless mercy upon the conditioned souls in reclaiming them from the clutches of Maya. There is not greater opulence of their lordships than their gracious mercy to the fallen souls, and you, Srila Prabhupada, are the personification of that concentrated mercy. Literally you came from Vrindavana to serve Radha Govinda, who else as merciful and humble as yourself. His divine grace, in spite of being the direct manifestation of Radha Krishna's and Gauranitai's mercy, very humbly he came to canvas and to reclaim the fallen conditioned souls back to Godhead. Many may claim to be very advanced, but there is not comparison with Srila Prabhupada's mercy and compassion toward the entire universe by bringing Krishna consciousness to everyone. While some considered themselves Paka Brahmanas, pure Brahmanas, who cannot contaminate themselves with low-born people, he mercifully underwent severe penances living in such a place as the Bowery in New York. Srila Prabhupada. The Lord does not forget the fallen souls who have forgotten him, and your divine grace descended to save them all. You represent your Lord Chaitanya, Mahavadanya, the most merciful, therefore deserving the title Srila Prabhupada. So simple, why they shouldn't know and accept it? What is the reason they invent so many excuses? Is this a title conferred by loving or sentimental disciples? Or your divine grace did some wonderful and extraordinary acts fulfilling the desire of Lord Chaitanya and those of the great Acharyas like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, who predicted a great personality would spread the holy name all over the world. Like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada, who wanted this, that the holy name be spread, and to whom you give all credit. This is the challenge today to detractors who cannot call you simply Srila Prabhupada. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura comments in his Anubhasya on Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela 7.11, without being empowered by the direct potency of Lord Krishna to fulfill his desire and without being specifically favored by the Lord, no human being can become the spiritual master of the whole world. Only an empowered personality can distribute the holy name of the Lord and enjoin all fallen souls to worship Krishna. By distributing the holy name of the Lord, he cleanses the hearts of the most fallen people. Therefore he extinguishes the blazing fire of the material world. Not only that, he broadcasts the shining brightness of Krishna's effulgence throughout the world. Such an Akriya, or spiritual master, should be considered non-different from Krishna, that is, he should be considered the incarnation of Lord Krishna's potency. Such a personality is Krishnalingita Vigraha, that is, he is always embraced by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Such a person is above the considerations of the Varnasrama institution. He is the guru, or spiritual master, for the entire world, a devotee on the topmost platform, the Mahabhagavata stage, and a Paramahamsa Thakura, a spiritual form only fit to be addressed as Paramahamsa or Thakura. Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Gauranitai, you established the worship of Sri Sri Gauranitai in all your temples, for that is the purification process of the Yuga Dharma. Chanting of Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare, and the way to approach to Madhurya Rasa and Radha Krishna. This is confirmed by our great Acharya Srila Narottamadas Thakura in his Manasiksa. Nitai Pada Kamala, Koti Kandra Susatala, Jiche Jagata Jore Haino Nitai Binbi, Radha Krishna Patnai, Bhartakori Daro Nitar Pay. What will be the result of accepting the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda? He says, Haino Nitai Binbi. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda Radha Krishna Patnai, it will be very difficult for him to approach Radha Krishna. The aim of this Krishna consciousness movement is to enable us to approach Radha Krishna and associate with the Supreme Lord in his sublime pleasure dance. Narottama Dasa Thakura advises that if one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Radha Krishna, he must accept the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Srila Prabhupada's purport: Southeast Sambandhanayar, Birthajanma Gelotar, Southeast Pasubaro Durakar Naitinabo Lilomuk, Majilo Samsarasuk, Vidyakulki Koraibtar. Then he says, Southeast Sambandhanai. Sambandha means connection or contact. Anyone who has not contacted a relationship with Nityananda is understood to have spoiled his human birth. In another song also, Narottama Dasa says, Hari Hari by Fal Janama Ganenu. Anyone who does not approach Radha Krishna through a relationship with Nityananda has uselessly spoiled his life. Birtha means useless, Janma means life, Ta'ar means his, and Sambandha means relationship. Anyone who does not make a relationship with Nityananda is simply spoiling the boon of his human form of life. Why is he spoiling it? Say Pasubaro Durakar. Say means that Pasu means animal and Durakar means mispaved or the most mispaved. Without elevation to Krishna consciousness through the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, life is simply spoiled in the animal propensities of sense gratification. Srila Prabhupada's purport: Nite Iyer Koruna Hade, Braj Radha Krishna Paid. Narottama Dasa Thakura then says, Nite Iyer Koruna Hade, Braj Radha Krishna Paid. If you actually want to approach the association of Radha Krishna, you must achieve the mercy of Lord Nityananda first. When he is merciful toward you, then you will be able to approach Radha Krishna. Daronaitai Karana Dukani. Narottama Dasa advises that one firmly catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Srila Prabhupada's purport: Gora Prima Rasarnave, Southeast Taranj Badud, Southeast Radha Madhava and Taranga. Lord Chaitanya's distribution of this love of God is compared with an ocean, Rasa Arnava. What kind of ocean? Not the salty ocean that one cannot taste. The water of this ocean is so nice that if one drinks even one drop, he will like it more and more. It is not ordinary ocean water, of which one cannot taste even a drop. Therefore it is called Rasarnava. In this ocean there are different waves. An ocean does not stand still, for it is not impersonal or void. And as the ocean is always dancing with waves, similarly the ocean of transcendental love of Krishna as introduced by Lord Chaitanya has constant waves, constant sound. One has to dive deep into that ocean. If one knows the secret and says, let me dive deep into the ocean of the transcendental loving movement introduced by Lord Chaitanya, he immediately becomes one of the confidential devotees of Radha and Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, confirms the same truth. The ocean of Lord Nityananda's glories is infinite and unfathomable. Only by his mercy can I touch even a drop of it. Please listen to another glory of his mercy. He made a fallen living entity climb to the highest limit. To disclose it is not proper, for it should be kept as confidential as the Vedas, yet I shall speak of it to make his mercy known to all. O Lord Nityananda, I write of your mercy out of great exultation. Please forgive me for my offenses. CC Adi 5.157 160. All glory to Lord Nityananda Balarama, by whose mercy I have attained shelter in the transcendental abode of Vana. All glory to the merciful Lord Nityananda, by whose mercy I have attained shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatana. By his mercy I have attained the shelter of the great personality Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, and by his mercy I have found the refuge of Sri Svarupa Damodara. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Anyone desiring to become expert in the service of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna should always aspire to be under the guidance of Svarupa Damodara Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami and Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. To come under the protection of the Gosvamis, one must get the mercy and grace of Nityananda Prabhu. The author has tried to explain this fact in these two verses. By the mercy of Sanatana Goswami I have learned the final conclusions of devotional service, and by the grace of Sri Rupa Goswami I have tasted the highest nectar of devotional service. All glory to the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, by whose mercy I have attained Sri Radha Govinda. I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai and even lower than the worms in the stool. Anyone who hears my name loses the results of his pious activities. Anyone who utters my name becomes sinful. Who in this world but Nityananda could show his mercy to such an abominable person as me? Because he is intoxicated by ecstatic love and is an incarnation of mercy, he does not distinguish between the good and the bad. He delivers all those who fall down before him. Therefore he has delivered such a sinful and fallen person as me. Although I am sinful and I am the most fallen, he has conferred upon me the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Goswami. I am not fit to speak all these confidential words about my visiting Lord Maidana Gopala and Lord Govinda. Lord Maidana Gopala, the chief deity of Vrindavana, is the enjoyer of the Rasa dance and is directly the son of the king of Vraya. He enjoys the Rsa dance with Srimati Radharani, Sri Lalita and others. He manifests himself as the Cupid of Cupids. Wearing yellow garments and decorated with a flower garland, Lord Krishna, appearing among the gopis with his smiling lotus face, looked directly like the charmer of the heart of Cupid. With Radha and Lalita serving him on his two sides, he attracts the hearts of all by his own sweetness. The mercy of Lord Nityananda showed me Sri Maidana Mohana and gave me Sri Maidana Mohana as my Lord and Master. He granted to one as low as me the sight of Lord Govinda. Words cannot describe this, nor is it fit to be disclosed. On an altar made of gems in the principal temple of Vrindavana, amidst a forest of desire trees, Lord Govinda, the son of the king of Vraya, sits upon a throne of gems and manifests his full glory and sweetness, thus enchanting the entire world. By his left side is Srimati Radharani and her personal friends. With them Lord Govinda enjoys the Rasa Leela and many other pastimes. CCS Adi 5.200-220. Therefore Lokanadasa Thakura says, Bajo B, Chaitanya Nitai my dear brother, I request that you just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. Parama Koruna, Pahu Duajana, Nitai Gorakandra Saba Avatara Sarasiromani, Kavala Ananda Kanda the two lords, Nitai Gorakandra, Lord Nitai and Lord Chaitanya, are the most merciful. They are the essence of all incarnations. They are the crest jewel of all incarnations. The specific significance of these incarnations is that prosecuting their way of self-realization is simply joyful, Kavala Ananda Kanda, for they introduced chanting and dancing. Dear brothers, don't be misled, don't be confused, just be attached to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Don't you chant Sri Guru Karan Radhi, I Southeast Uttama Gadi, every morning. Attachment to his lotus feet is the highest perfection. Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Your concentrated mercy is showering on everyone, including me. I am just always grateful to Gauranitai and my godbrothers that I have ever met your divine grace, to whom I am eternally indebted.